Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Alberta's pride. Hey, ho, hey, ha, ha, hey, sister. Hey, 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 whoa.
Out in Alberta where the Rockies rise, Tommy Temper streaming with fire in his eyes. From a lake house glowing in the moonlight's gleam, he's the YouTube king of the widest streams. Oh, Tommy Temper, you're a great guy, battling trolls with a spark in your eye. Conspiracy theories, politics and fun, streaming from the Rockies, you're second to none. Hot tub bubbling under starlit skies, he's calling out the haters with truth in his lines, talking about the world from the left to the right. Tommy's got the mic, keeping it tight. Oh, Tommy Temper, you're a great guy, battling trolls with a spark in your eye. Conspiracy theories, politics and fun, streaming from the Rockies, you're second to none. Lake house vibes where the mountains meet the stream, he's dodging all the trolls like a champion dream. From Alberta's heart, he's lighting up the night. Tommy Temper's truth is his guiding light. With a wink and a grin, he's taking on the fight, spilling all the tea in the YouTube life. From the hot tub to the Rockies, he's living it free. Tommy Temper's the streamer we all want to see. Oh, Tommy Temper, you're a great guy, battling trolls with a spark in your eye. Conspiracy theories, politics and fun, streaming from the Rockies, you're second to none. So raise a glass to Tommy, the legend of the land. From Alberta's lake house, he's taking a stand. With the Rockies watching and the hot tub steaming, Tommy Temper's the hero of YouTube dreaming.
Hey, hey, hey.
Tommy Temper,
Welcome, everyone. Good to see you all.
Alberta's pride.
Thank you all for popping in for an impromptu presentation. We're live once again. We're live once in a while. We're live at any possible time. It could be like 2 o'clock in the morning. We might go live, right? 12 man. Yeah, good to see Andre in there, coming in from Quebec City. Looking good. We got Salty in there. Hey, how are you doing? How you doing today? Smooth operator. Big ups to you. Yeah, big bad bunny. Another distraction. Exactly. Well, let's go over a little bit about this Bad Bunny dude, which I never heard of him before. Of course, I don't really listen to music in other languages. Usually I listen to something that's in English. But apparently at the Super Bowl, Bad Bunny was the halftime entertainment. And I guess he was a little too woke for the crowd. Of course, there's those people. And I was watching one show where they're like, oh, poor Bad Bunny. He was such a good show. And what's the matter with all these people that don't like him and stuff like that, you know? But yeah, at the end of the day, his act was a little bit despicable, I think, from everything that I've uncovered here about Bad Bunny. He's like, covering up what he's talking about by using another language. And apparently, if his show would have been in English, the things that his music was portraying would be like banned by the FCC. And as a matter of fact, that whole show, and I think it was NBC that was doing that broadcast, have been reported to the Federal Communications Commission for the type of language that was used in the production. In fact, we'll go over some of what was going on there. Hey, we got Daniel Berry in there. Nice to see you. Thanks a lot for popping in there. And yeah, let's go with our very first clip here. Now, what we have here is a guy that, actually, we should bring me in here. I wonder why I'm not in here. Hang on a second. Let me just see why I'm not in here, because I need to be part of the program here. Maybe it should be turning on the camera. That would be a good idea. And then I'll be into the scene here. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. I don't like to be, like outside talking here. We need to be in with the production here. Okay, anyways, merch is where we're getting this from. This gentleman gives us the straight truth about the Super Bowl halftime show. The reason Turning Point USA is doing an alternative halftime show is not because Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican. I know y'all want that to be the reason. So once again, you can scream all you want about that and about racism and stuff like that. But in fact, listen to what this guy has to say about the whole thing.
Look, maybe I need to straighten some things out for some of y'all. The reason why TPUSA is doing an alternate Super Bowl halftime show is not because, listen, it's not because Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican. I know y'all want that to be the reason so you can once again scream about racism.
That's
and
what
all
the
that.
lefties
no,
want.
That's what you really, really want, but that's not the reason. The reason is that we are sick and tired of seeing debauchery, disgusting, anti-American,
nice
anti-family things being pushed in our faces on a day that should be for everybody. For many Super Bowls, a lot of them, and every other entertainment thing on TV, all we get is nasty, debauchery, satanic ritual style, weird stuff that a lot of Americans ain't trying to see. Believe it or not, lefties and liberals and progressives and all that, you don't live in this country by yourself. And as evidenced from the election and how the entire map was turned red, a lot of people do not agree with you. You think you're in the majority, but you're not. I mean, all you got to do is look and see how many people showed up to the memorial and how many people watched the memorial and how many people rewatched the memorial of Charlie Kirk. And you see where the majority of a lot of the people in the country, where their feelings lie. So it's for several reasons. You know, one is, yes, we don't want to see a Super Bowl performance where the guy said, screw y'all, if you don't know Spanish, you're not going to understand it. We're going to do it all in Spanish. Excuse me, I thought this was
What's
an
that all
American, English-speaking country. If you go over to his place, Puerto Rico or any other Spanish-speaking country, and do a show in, I don't know, German, or you do a show totally in English and they can't understand what you're saying, you think they're going to be cool with that? But this is exactly what we're talking about. We live what we say. We're not hypocrites. We don't say that we should shut down and stop the Super Bowl altogether because it's a free enterprise, but instead we create competition. And we'll see what's going to happen on February 8th, what the numbers are going to be like for the halftime show. We'll see. But if there's any indication by what people are saying and their response to the news that TPUSA is going to put on an alternate show, by way of looking at my comment section and everybody else's, we're going to give y'all a run for our money. And we just might beat you in the ratings.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen, or what actually did happen. So it's kind of a little bit crazy there as to what's going on. Oh, hang on here. Need to have me going in here first. Hang on. How the heck did I do that? I'm like having a little bit of what you might call technicality difficulty here for whatever reason. Maybe it's because I lock all my stuff down here all the time. I don't know. Might be. Let's see. Need my text in there too. Hang on. There we go. Okay. We're back here again. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. We've already got some people that, like Bad Bunny and people that don't like Bad Bunny in the chat there. SCN Security. Hey, good to see you. Nice to see you in there in the chat. I got Mo in there. Mo by any means. Bad Bunny. Let's see what Mo has to say, because there's some people that really like Bad Bunny. They never, this is funny because it's like people will gang on board not knowing anything about people, but they'll just gang on board because they go, is he a right winger or a left winger? A left winger. Okay, yeah, I'm on his side right now. I don't know a damn thing about him. I don't know what he sings about. I don't know what kind of a person he is, and I never heard about him before. But if he's left wing or you know, LG or something like that, like I'm on his side, like right now. Okay. So just keep that in mind that there's going to be some people in the chat that know nothing about the guy and, you know, are right away in bed with the guy, you know, so to speak. So to speak. I'm just kidding when I say that. Yeah. There's other people, on the other hand, that that like these two guys here. This is Chicago Ray says, raise your hand if you'd much rather watch these two Patriots like Lee Greenwood and Kid Rock perform at the halftime show instead of Bad Bunny, who hates America. Apparently, Bad Bunny is like totally against America, doesn't like America, but yet is going to be heading up the halftime show. What's the matter with these people that actually, you know, get the people to go on these programs? You know, don't they do some investigation as to what kind of people they are and what they represent and whether they're going to hurt their audience? You know, that's a pretty big audience there. And, you know, let's face it, most of the audience that that you see that are into football are, you know, kind of big burly type guys, you know, that like, you know, a little bit of action and stuff like that. They're not like weak, you know, people that are going to be part of this. And just look at the graphics here. You've got the graphics for the Super Bowl. They're looking a little bit like an LG flag there for whatever reason. I'm not sure exactly why that is. What have they gone woke? Is it like the Olympics? You know how I didn't even watch the Olympics this time around because the last time the Olympics had their opening show, it was so bloody woke that, oh my gosh, it was just so ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. And I don't know, this time around, were the opening ceremonies the same? Were they just as woke? I never watched it, so I didn't see that. But look at this. What's this all about here? What's with the rainbow colors there with the Super Bowl? What the hell's going on here? Roger Goodell has set the bar pretty high for himself between the gay AF logo and the two Mexican guys humping each other during Bad Bunny's halftime show. It's going to be really hard for him to make next year's Super Bowl even more gay than this one. Unbelievable. Can't make this shit up, folks. Unbelievable. You know, I'm just picking the stories here, just, you know, like, you know, out of the feed here, out of the feed. It's nothing that I can do to say, you know, good or bad or whatever with this stuff here, but it's a little bit ridiculous here as to exactly what we're able to pick out of here. Bad Bunny halftime was trash, says Reverend George Wells, the Reverend. Oh, what do you expect, you know? Usually reverends aren't really in favor of gayness, you know what I mean? And calling critics racist is pure gaslighting. I'm so sick of Bad Bunny fans and Hispanic supporters instantly screaming racist at anyone who just hated that awful halftime performance, criticizing a cringy, over-the-top show full of political vibes, bad audio issues, and stuff that didn't land and doesn't make you bigoted. It makes you honest. Not everything is boring, and not everything is about race. Something is just bad entertainment. But nope, call it out, and suddenly you're the villain. Tired of the guilt trip playbook. If the roles were reversed and it was a non-speaking act bombing, no one would pull the race card on this band, on this hard. Who's with me? Anyways, let's look at this next little story here. This is an interesting one. Let's see. Here he is saying basically that, and you get to hear what he has to say. Oh, it's terrible.
I'm so tired of Hispanics and Puerto Rican people telling us we're racist. First, I'm black. We black. Black people want criticized the most. I mean, white people are too. We all are. We can't call black people racist for criticizing, or white people.
There you go.
We have the right not to like Bad Bunny, and it had nothing to do with him being Puerto Rican. People weren't criticizing J-Lo performing.
Yeah.
People don't care about him being Puerto Rican. Stop trying to this. That's manipulation. They're trying to manipulate people to feel the way they feel about Bad Bunny. But the reality of it is, we have a right to not like Bad Bunny. We don't like Bad Bunny because we are American. You have to assimilate to our country. You came to our... That's like me moving over. If I decide I want to be a missionary in Mexico, and me going over there and saying, I'm going to speak English and I just expect everybody over there to learn my language. No, I came to their country. I have to learn some Spanish if I go over there. Like most missionary preachers that go over to those countries, they have to learn the language. This is America. This is America. We speak English. That is our official language. Most of the people that watch the Super Bowl are American. The Super Bowl, whoever sings it should be singing it in English to respect Americans, or at least have subtitles, or are some American singers there to balance it out.
Actually, that would have been bad.
We also have the right to not be okay with people waving all these foreign flags everywhere and putting all these political symbols in it. We also have a right to not like a man who's just very divisive in general. So there's many reasons. We just don't like Bad Bunny. It has nothing to do with him being Puerto Rican. And you can't condemn us, and you can't call us racist.
Hang on. I didn't even know who Bad Bunny was, but now I don't like him, and he probably won't get me viewing him. Not that I listen to Spanish language music, but like really, from what I've heard of, and what you'll see because we'll have more in the broadcast here, and you'll see what kind of a guy he is.
It's to make us like somebody that we don't like. We don't have to like Bad Bunny.
That's right. That's right. Can't you just leave it to the people that they commented, and you're all saying, oh, well, you're because you don't like Bad Bunny, well, you're a racist, stuff like that. Like, come on. You can't, and it's just like the people on the left that just right away start calling you names and every name in the book, and we've all been through it. We've all been called those names, and it's just getting to be, like not even cool to be saying that stuff anymore. It's like, give it up. If you guys lost, you lost already, and because you lost, you're just throwing names around, and it just doesn't cut it anymore. Okay, what about Joe Pags? I don't know if you know Joe Pags. He says, here's my honest assessment of that halftime show. Bad Bunny, in my opinion, has very little talent, and it showed big time on the world stage, and I found it inappropriate. How about you? The Super Bowl deserves better, a lot better. Joe Pags, let's listen to him here. Stand by. And by the way, Joe Pags is, I listened to him. He's on Twitch. If you want to know where to find this guy here, he does a show on Twitch there. That's where I watch him. But let's listen to what Joe has to say about the whole situation there with Bad Bunny. He doesn't even think he's a musician.
Went into the Bad Bunny halftime show with an open mind. I'm a musician. If the beat is good, I want to hear it. If the musicians are good, I want to hear them. The beat was very good. I don't think this guy has any talent. Now, I say that, and I mean it technically speaking. If you don't know it, I'm a musician. I have been for just about all my life. I play a lot of instruments and was very successful at it. Sing a little bit too. The guy doesn't have any talent. I mean, even rapping, the beat wasn't really there for the rap. But you tell me if you think it's appropriate that the halftime show is almost exclusively in a foreign language. Puerto Rico is part of the United States of America. They all grow up learning English and Spanish, so I have no problem with some Spanish. No problem with some fill-in-the-blank language. But the majority of it has to be in the English language. It would be like if we had a halftime at some big soccer event over in a foreign country in Europe or South America or Central America, and we just had somebody rapping in English the entire time, or speaking English the entire time, or promoting the American culture the entire time.
Good points.
No, you go there and you do what's appropriate for that venue. You have the largest stage on the planet, and the guy almost exclusive. He said, God bless America, or United States. Then he added a bunch of other, Latino countries as well. I felt it was inappropriate. The dance, whatever, you're always going to have suggested dance at a big thing like that. And the beat was very good. But this guy, to me, doesn't have any talent. I don't get it. Lady Gaga sang very well, very short amount of time. He brings in Ricky Martin to do some singing. Ricky Martin's, of course, a very good singer. But you tell me, do you think it was appropriate that it was Spanish language almost the entire time and suggesting that Puerto Rico somehow was represented by what he just did? And it's not. It's an American territory. Give me your comments right now. Come on.
There you go. Joe Pags didn't like the show and says that Bad Bunny doesn't have much talent. I know there were a lot of people that said, who the hell is Bad Bunny? That's what I said. I never heard of the guy before in my life. And, these days with AI and stuff like that, I could probably do some stuff that would be just as good as a Bad Bunny. I'm not a very good singer, but I could transform my voice into to a better gig than Bad Bunny there. No doubt about it. So, yeah, that's Joe Pags. Let's pull up another story here. Let's see more. Yeah, actually, this one here is interesting because it's the words here, the words to what he's saying. And let's go through a little bit of this here and just look at this as if you were to translate the Bad Bunny song and into English and see exactly what his songs were about. Let's take a look at it here. And I don't know that I really want to read this, but anyways, let's take a look at it here. Real G guiding the new generation with the OG1 galactic style lust. Yes, so that your panties get wet. What? Get horny and versatile. What? On the this is what you guys are putting on your Super Bowl? More slutty than Betty Boop? The one who got horny, Miami, was you? I stay killing with the you? Pussy with dick? Dick with us? Push it in? Are you kidding me? You guys know, you lefties that are going, oh, Bad Bunny's a great guy. What a great musician. And I wonder if he wrote this song himself or he just pulled it out of a porn site or something like that. Holy jeez. What's the matter with you Americans? You guys have gone completely woke. This is the epitome of wokeness. Absolutely. Unbelievable. I'm not even going to read the rest of it here. In fact, I might get this stream taken down for showing you that, or at least I've had that happen before where YouTube makes my particular stream an adult. They go up one tier from where it is to make it. You got to be 18 years old, adult, whatever, blah blah blah, and they don't put commercials on it. If you show stuff like that. So, gee, maybe I shouldn't have put that on there. But a lot of you didn't know that. Did you know that? Did you know how despicable that crap was that he was singing? Oh, are you Spanish? Oh, I guess you're not Spanish. So if you heard it, you didn't know what the hell he was saying. Well, he was saying it and saying it to everyone right across North America that you should be pushing it in. Give me a break. This is like, it's completely ludicrous. You can't make this shit up. This guy is like, he's got to go. He's got to go. I don't know. I'm not gonna really be promoting him. I'm not, put it this way. I'm not gonna play Bad Bunny's music at the beginning of my program because he just doesn't cut it in my world. Okay, leave your pushing it in your own bedroom, whatever. But to put it up in the front stage on on the Super Bowl, come on. What's the matter with the people that are running the running the Super Bowl? Don't they screen their acts, find out what the hell they're going to say up on stage, or they just let anybody in there? The woker that you are, hey, that's the way it's going. The whole world is going woke, and all I can do is shake my head and go, holy cow, this is getting bad.
So Bad Bunny finally performed the Super Bowl halftime show on Sunday, and apparently we're all supposed to hand out brownie points because it wasn't as visually offensive as it could have been.
Yay.
Because he didn't show up in drag wearing prosthetic boobs, so the bar was set in hell. But the whole show was still entirely in Spanish, so most of the audience couldn't actually understand it. The Washington Post tells us it was full of wholesome family values. Others lectured Christians on how we should be celebrating it because Jesus loves people who speak all kinds of languages. But the problem with rocking out to a song sung in a language that you don't understand is that you don't understand it. Allow me to help you out. Here are some of the lyrics that Bad Bunny performed at the Super Bowl halftime show, translated for your convenience. Ready for this? Bet you're not. I'm gonna take them all to the VIP. Say hello to Auntie. Let's take a selfie, say cheese, let the ones I already smile. A Dominican who is a fresh hottie, fresh hottie. The one from Barcelona that came by plane and says that my dick is fire. My dick is being chased and I want you to hide it. Grab it like a bonga. She took a pill that made her horny. She f***s in the Audi, not in the Honda. That's what was being performed in front of more than 150 million people at the nation's largest sporting event by a cross-dressing rapper who we're supposed to believe Jesus would have been applauding.
What? A cross-dressing rapper? Oh my.
Because he spews his filth in something other than English. But see, here's the thing about diversity. It's not wonderful for its own sake. Beauty and humanity come in all kinds of diverse forms, but so does the contents of my garbage can, which frankly is exactly where this halftime show belongs, even if you couldn't understand why.
Yeah, there you go. She was offended, I think. She didn't like Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. Bad on you. Oh, you can't make this shit up. It's terrible. It's bad. It's Bad Bunny. Go out and buy his album. Get him on Spotify. You can find him on Spotify. So all you lefties out there, get out there and support your Bad Bunny. He's the worst of the worst. Doesn't get any worse than Bad Bunny. He's bad. Let's see how bad. Let's check out a still shot from the show. Look at this. What the hell? What's going on here? Bad Bunny. Looking bad. Shame. Shame on you. Halftime Super Bowl with all kind of kids and family. Is this family entertainment? This is getting to be like as bad as a drag queen show or some kind of a gay parade. Unbelievable. What's the matter with society? Society is going downhill every day. This is the epitome of today's society right here. Can't make this shit up. At all. See what else is going on here. Here's the next clip. Oh, the next clip has got music in it, so we will have to not play the music here. But here's a little of the action down at the stadium there. And just look at the people's faces. Do they look enthralled with the entertainment? They're going like, what the fuck is this? What the hell? He's nodding his head a little bit, wondering, what the hell am I witnessing here? Can't make this shit up. Terrible. Yeah, they don't look like they're smiling. They don't look like they're happy. And they're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. It's pretty bad. Fighters, yeah. Julie, good to see you. Sorry for not welcoming everyone in the chat there. We've got lots of people in there. Edward is in there. Lana is in there. Barb, Julie Smith in there. Bob is in there. Hey, good to see you. Lots of people popping into the chat there to say hello to us there today. To find out more about this dude, Bad Bunny. He's bad. How bad is he? Let's find out. We'll find out more here about Bad Bunny here. Stand by for more commentary.
fuck you. Fuck you. That's what Roger Goodell and the NFL said to you, your family, and all women in the United States of America. Fuck you. That's what Roger Goodell said to America and all the people who made this place great. Last night's halftime show was disgusting. It was the worst of all time. It was a sham, and we should all remember what the NFL has done to us before in the past. And you know what? We let them do it again.
Hang on. You're calling me a prude. Look at all the people that are offended with this stuff. Come on. Shit or get off the pot, but you know, leave it in your own house, in your own bedroom. Don't try and shove it in everyone's face by making it mainstream.
I'm not. I'm done. The product isn't that good. Goodell thinks it's that good. He says, we're a global brand. We don't need you. Yeah? Go ahead. Go see what happens. I'm done with you. You don't say fuck you to my family. You don't say it to my country. So I'll give it back to you in a language that is very, very easy to understand. Stick that up your ass, Roger Goodell. And twist it. Go fuck yourself.
Well, actually, that's what they were talking about with the halftime show. That's exactly what the halftime show was all about, really, when you look at the words to the song. Geez, this stuff is so bad. You Americans, this is American. I'm Canadian. Don't blame me. I'm not the one that's doing that or supporting that. You know, like you guys are going to hell in a handbag. Quickly, real quickly. Oh no, this is how bad it has gotten. This is like, okay, you know what the teachers are like. In fact, it's all over the States and in Canada. Teachers are basically bad. They've gone woke, absolutely woke. Okay. And what would you think that teachers would do when they caught wind that Bad Bunny was doing a show, a halftime show? What do you think the woke teachers would be telling all their kids? You know, it's not something, you know, that I think the kids should be exposed to, especially if the kids know any Spanish at all. Should they be listening to that music with those words? Probably not. But let's check out what the teachers were pushing on the kids right after the show here. Check this out.
Raise your hand if you watched the Super Bowl last night. Do you know who Bad Bunny is? He was on there, yeah. Yeah. Do you guys want to watch it? Yeah. People come from all over the world to come live in the United States, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, but they don't come to be subjected to this kind of crap. Unbelievable.
So this halftime performance can show you that the people coming together, right? It made me cry last night. So try not to cry.
Oh no. Hang on, we can't play that music there. Oh. I don't know. Maybe the Lady Gaga part was a little better, but the bunny dude was bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, they had a few flags there, but we only had, I think, one American flag in there.
If you watched the Super Bowl last night, do you know who Bad Bunny is? He was on there, yeah. Yeah. What you should do is you should show your kids the whole show, the whole halftime show, you know, and especially those that understand Spanish. That would be really good for the class there. What the hell's the matter with these teachers? That's your lefty teacher that has just gone completely berserk. It's unbelievable. What the hell has happened to society? It's like going downhill, slipping downhill real quick. I think there's going to be another flood coming our way pretty soon. The flood. You better build a boat because there's going to be another flood.
But if you want to blame anyone for this, again, don't blame Bad Bunny. He is who he is. Someone most people watching had never heard of before he was booked to do the Super Bowl. He's just another entertainer who got very rich off the American consumer, but then turns around and trashes the country when he doesn't like the president. He's an anti-American radical who canceled his U.S. shows because he's supposedly afraid of ICE. What a phony. Unless, that is, he's worried that his concerts attract violent illegal alien gangbangers or rapists. But again, don't blame. But if
Don't
you want to
listen.
blame anyone for this, again, don't blame Bad Bunny. He is who he is. Someone most people watching had never heard of before he was booked to do the Super Bowl. He's just another entertainer who got very rich off the American consumer.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways, that's a clip from Fox News where they're not too happy with Bad Bunny. And in fact, a lot of the people that were watching the show were not too happy with Bad Bunny either. In fact, probably, this is what look at the statistics here. I don't know if this is true, but a lot of older people who didn't change the channel didn't know how to switch from cable to streaming as well. But a lot of people that were watching the stream actually tuned out. No matter how they spin it, Bad Bunny was a disaster for the NFL. Almost half of the Super Bowl watchers tuned out when Bad Bunny came on. So, NFL, hopefully this is a lesson. You go woke, you go broke. You're gonna lose all of your viewers. And if there were people, advertisers and stuff like that, they were hoping for X number of people watching, when it switched over to the commercial. But in fact, they would have been over watching another network when that happened because everyone tuned out, didn't like the Bad Bunny. So shame on Bad Bunny there for ruining it for the NFL. And you know what happened to Jaguar? Remember when Jaguar put out that commercial and it was just such a woke commercial? That killed the whole brand, right? Everyone just said, no, I'm not going woke. There's no freaking way I'm going to buy an electric Jaguar. That stuff is just so woke. It's unbelievable. And at the end of the day, they're having to change all of their branding now. And it's getting ridiculous. What is that? Is that Bad Bunny sitting right over there? What's this one here? Bad Bunny is a creep, disrespects our national anthem, and expects us to watch his halftime slop. So when the national anthem was playing, Bad Bunny didn't even stand up. He was sitting down. Oh my gosh. Come on. I'll just turn that volume down a little bit there. So this is everyone singing the national anthem, except for Bad Bunny, because he wants to disrespect America, not sing the national anthem, but be the halftime show. What's that all about? What do you think about that? What do you Americans think about that? Do you think that's pretty good? Dean Wall, give Dean Wall a timeout. Give anyone that's disrespectful to me a timeout. I don't have that pulled up here. But Dean Wall, you don't deserve to be in there. In fact, I'll ban you. Okay, how about that? Dean Wall, you're banned from the channel for disrespecting me in the channel. Remember, I'm just showing you what's going on. So if you call me a bad name, you're all you're doing is disrespecting me because I never said anything bad about anybody. I'm showing you the news. You have to understand that what the news is what the news is. I don't make stuff up. I don't say stuff about the news. I just show you what's going on. Other people are saying stuff about what's going on, and I'm showing you what other people are saying. So if you don't like it, don't blame me. I'm just a guy, the crier, the crier out there on the street corner saying, news, get the news. And then you're going to say, oh, the crier is to blame for everything. No, not so. I'm not to blame for any of this stuff that's going on. I'm just plain showing you what's going on. Okay? So relax, chill out a little bit. Okay? Breaking, Congressman Randy Fine says Bad Bunny's halftime show broke the law. F-bombs, pornographic lyrics on live TV. If this were in English, fines would be raining down. He's sending a letter to the FCC demanding action against the NFL, the NBC, and Bad Bunny. Let's see if the rules still apply. Yeah, exactly. The FCC has rules. The government has rules for what you can and cannot broadcast on the air TV. And if the rules were broken, well, some fines should actually go out there. So we'll see whether or not that actually happens. I don't know if it will. For the record, just for the record, Bad Bunny could have walked on stage, pulled down his pants, and dropped the shit bomb and walked off the stage, and 100% of you crazy liberals and legacy media would have called it the best halftime show ever. Yeah, I think that pretty much says it all. Says it all. There's Bad Bunny. Oh, such a nice guy. Yeah, apparently he's a cross-dresser too. Again, can't make this stuff up. I'm just telling you what it is. If you don't like it, don't blame me. Don't blame me. Blame Bad Bunny. Okay. He's also like into some pretty weird stuff too. Okay. This wasn't on the show itself, but this is a little bit earlier. Bad Bunny is a demonic Marxist. He's a Marxist, people. You guys like him? Dean Wall, you like him? You're calling me names and stuff. You're supporting Bad Bunny. He's a freaking Marxist, a demonic Marxist who's been granted the largest stage with the greatest audience in the middle of a Christian revival. This is by design. We are in a spiritual war. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. It's bad. It's really bad.
Fans are reporting that they felt a demonic presence when attending Bad Bunny's recent concert. Fans even started to make it into a meme by taking videos saying that the concert just feels demonic, but it became extremely dark when this song Botánico came on, where there were masked demons dancing all over him and the concert turned all red. Even the music video to this song is extremely dark. It's this monster looking thing that creeps up into this woman's room, and it actually ends up becoming Bad Bunny himself. Those who attended this concert are even advising people, if you're gonna go see Bad Bunny's concert, then schedule your bathroom breaks whenever this song comes on. And at one point, those demons that were around him, you can't really see because the concert gets really dark, but they start grabbing and pulling on him like he's being sacrificed or something. If you've seen my old videos, you know that this is no surprise because he's been showing this symbolism for quite some time now, and it was only a matter of time until this started happening in real life in concerts. You're looking at the man who had the second most streams in the world on Spotify in 2023.
Wow. Yeah. Unbelievable. Like, that's why he's known as Bad Bunny, of course, because he's bad. And the Super Bowl people should have actually looked into him and discovered that he was like a demonic Marxist, like some of the people in the chat here. I know. I'm like bombarded with their demonic comments there all the time. This is bad. Bad, buddy. You're bad. I know you're bad. I'm not going to prop you up. I'm not going to go out on Spotify and try and find your music. Put it that way. He's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Spin City. You know what I mean by terrible. You're hanging around with terrible people. Look out.
Okay, so the NFL picked Bad Bunny for the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. But let me be so real. I had never even heard of him. I thought Bad Bunny was a girl, maybe some type of influencer. But it turns out he is actually a Trump-hating,
well, he's a cross-dresser,
activist who doesn't even sing in English. But look at him. We know why they picked him, right? Here's a fact. He refused to tour America because he said ICE might be outside of one of his concerts. And that's who the NFL thinks should represent America's biggest stage. Hey, NFL, do you even know your audience? Your fans love God, country, and football, not open borders and woke politics. You could have picked anyone to bring people together, but you went with someone who openly trashes conservatives and mocks the values of your core fans. This is a middle finger.
He disrespected, Bad Bunny disrespected half of the people out there. The lefties, they love them. They love that kind of stuff. They love those words. They love the actions, the take it up, the stuff like that. But conservatives, that's what the word means. Conservative. a little bit lower down. Like they don't need this kind of stuff in their life. Leave it in the bedroom.
To every American who still believes in faith, family, and freedom. So congrats, NFL. You just turned the Super Bowl halftime show into a political protest yet again.
Yeah. And that's the way it goes, too, They blew it, just like the Olympics blew it. And now they're having to backtrack. They lost a bunch of their audience. They lost people that were, there for the football. People are there for the football. They want to see some, maybe some country and western or some rock band or, some regular type stuff. But Bad Bunny, unbelievable. In fact, we're hearing that there are lawsuits now being filed on Bad Bunny for violating the FCC rules for abusive language during the halftime show. Calls for Brendan Carr of the FCC, who we see pictured here, to impose fines, suspension of his ability to perform in the U.S. On the table. Let Carr know. He'll see this. Send some letters to the FCC if you don't like this kind of stuff. You've got to do something about it, I guess. So a lot of people are being promoted to do that. It's craziness, absolute craziness to have that stuff going on. I think you guys can do a little bit better. Bad Bunny's lyrics during the Super Bowl were so vulgar, if translated into English, there you go. The FCC would have fined the network. This is Blondell lady. This is why there were no subtitles, apparently, during the Bad Bunny's performance. The lyrics were total violation, and the FCC would have fined the network. Not good. Not good. Oh, here's a guy that is gay. Here's a guy that's gay, and even he didn't like what he saw. Okay? So get this. So those of you out there that are going, oh, Tommy Temper, you're just gay bashing or stuff like this. No, I'm just, I'm a normal person, and I was offended by those lyrics, offended by the stuff there. Hey, thanks a lot. Contribution towards your U.S. relocating trader. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about independence. Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for that super chat there, Brett. Do appreciate that. You're a U.S. relocating trader. He's talking about me supporting Alberta independence. Brett, what happened when the Quebec threatened independence, right? Look at all the perks and all the good stuff that they're getting over there in Quebec. They're getting lots of money out of the rest of Canada and stuff like that. So, maybe it's just a threat. Maybe it won't happen. You know what I mean? But, hey, we can always try. Let's listen to this story here from Rigo. This is Rigo here.
You might not like the truth, but I'll never tell a lie. Bad Bunny, when you speak for Latinos, you speak for your fucking self, homeboy. Somebody who actually lives in Puerto Rico, which you don't. I can tell you that the majority of people here call him Benito el Comunista. Benito, the communist. Because when it comes to Bad Bunny, two things can be true at the same time. You could be an amazing musician and make great music, but you can also have garbage ass political views. And what's happening with the Super Bowl is nothing but a political stunt. In Puerto Rico, Bad Bunny is part of the political party that wants independence for Puerto Rico. He has extreme leftist views. Think AOC with auto-tune. And I want to say that as a gay man, please stop pandering to the gay community. Very inauthentic. And you being a role model for boys or pushing hyper-feminization is something I don't fuck with. See, while he's out screaming independence for Puerto Rico, he's doing it all from his Malibu mansion while flying private from here to there. Yet he wants Puerto Ricans to give up their passport. Well, newsflash, Benito. If you want Puerto Ricans to give up their U.S. citizenship and their passports, you should be the first one in line. Lead by example. But you won't do it, will you? So while you're out here selling "We Should Hate America" to young Puerto Rican men, I find it absolutely ironic that you're doing it all while living what? The American dream. Yeah, you see, he believes that us Puerto Ricans should give up our citizenship, yet he's out here fighting for illegals to get green cards. How the fuck does that shit work, homeboy? You're a fucking walking contradiction. Let me tell you something. I grew up in New York, and I have the things that I have, and I'm at where I'm at because of my U.S. citizenship. Puerto Ricans are literally the only ones in Latin America that can go to any state without any hassle. We were given the golden ticket. Now this clown wants to go ahead and take it away to give it to illegals. I don't fucking think so, homeboy. So what, you're gonna go to the Super Bowl with the president there, trying to make a political statement? Well, let me tell you something.
Actually, Bunny should go over to Cuba. He'd probably, with his Marxist views and stuff like that, be welcome over there in Cuba. But hey, how's Cuba doing these days? Can you catch a flight out of Cuba these days?
38% of Latino men voted for Trump. That's the majority. So I don't know who your demographic is right now. I also find it quite hilarious that you like to bash President Trump, yet you always conveniently leave out all the horrible, corrupt governments that these people are fleeing from. Why don't you call out those leaders? Because that doesn't fit your fucking agenda, does it? That's right. Bad Bunny, brought to you by Venezuela. Because see, what pisses me off is that he's out here using his platform to paint Latinos as victims. Newsflash, homeboy, we voted for all this. Oh, that's right. We voted for President Trump to secure that fucking border and deport any motherfucker that came in here illegally. Oh, Bad Bunny cancels his U.S. tour because of President Trump. No. This is not against President Trump. This is against your very own family.
Hang on. He's saying because he was afraid of ICE, he canceled his U.S. tour because ICE was going to get him. That's why he didn't want it. He doesn't like Trump, and he's afraid of ICE.
And let's call out the hypocrisy, homeboy. Your millions come from American banks. You get paid in American dollars. Your Nike and Adidas deal? Oh, American companies. Your luxury lifestyle, all built on the capitalism.
You know, he's just another entertainer that's, pushing political bullshit out there, and we're sick and tired of these entertainers that start to be political.
That you pretend to hate so much, and your money being stored in American banks. You're out here wanting to play revolutionary while at the same time collecting capitalist checks. Don't be a fucking hypocrite, and don't ignore the Puerto Ricans who have built a life in the United States. Not to mention all the Puerto Ricans serving in our military. So you can continue to cancel concerts over President Trump, but President Trump isn't the problem. No, it's your hypocrisy that's the fucking problem. As a great artist can be an absolutely terrible political influence. Both can be true at the very same time. You can't gaslight me, homeboy. But now I want to hear from you guys. Yep. Do you think it's hypocritical of Bad Bunny to perform in the United States while he actively demonizes the United States? Let me know in the comments below. And as always,
yeah, it's like, what's the matter with the football organization? Like, why would they bring somebody like that in? He is just such a polarizing character, and if he's such a big star, then they obviously must have known what his political views were like, and that he was like anti-American. Why is this all coming out now after he's performed? I guess, oh well, they didn't do any due diligence, and they just thought, oh well, we'll just bring on a Spanish singer just to be more diversified, the DEI type of a thing. We have to DEI the football league. I guess that's what it is. I don't know, but I like that guy. That guy was probably the most astute, knowledgeable, and knew about what was going on in the homeland in Puerto Rico to be able to comment on the whole thing. And he was gay to boot, so he didn't like that whole thing. So there you go. Okay, so that's it for today. That's it for the Bad Bunny. Whether you like Bad Bunny or not, comment below in the comment section there if you like Bad Bunny, or if you didn't like the Bad Bunny show. I think that it was something that we have to look at as being, I don't know. Personally, I didn't like it. Did you like it? I think the United States in the Football League can do a little bit better than Bad Bunny. Okay, catch you again. Take care. Thanks for joining us.